have so much swag today and a lot of cat hair on me as well. What's up? How are you holding up? Gigi, I'm talking. How is everyone holding up today? Good? Great. So, I know we all have screens in front of our faces pretty much the entire time we're awake now because we're stuck at home and there's not much else to look at other than what's inside our screens. So, I thought today I could show you what's on my phone and I can share with you different apps and even YouTube channels that I enjoy watching during this time that, you know, make me feel better and happier and put me in a better mood. So I thought it would be cool for me to show you today what's in my phone, other than my cat. Look at that screensaver! By the way, I'm wearing a towel on my head because I just washed my hair in case that isn't obvious. Let's get started. So this is the home screen, and here I have like just the basic apps that pretty much everyone uses, so I'm not going to get into most of these. But some interesting apps that I have here are, number one is Ecosia, and it's a search engine that you can use to plant trees. So yeah, that's Ecosia, highly recommend that. Another app that I use pretty often is Depop. In case you don't know, this is an app that you can use to sell stuff secondhand or to buy items secondhand. And you can find sellers from all over the world, from your country, from pretty much everywhere. And this is my Depop shop. Greece no longer ships to many other countries and no longer accepts post from other countries. So yeah, things are a little bit weird. So in case you're gonna shop from my Depop shop, just message me first because your item might be delayed significantly. The other thing you need to be careful of on Depop is most things are secondhand, but a lot of sellers buy things in bulk from China, new, and then they sell it on Depop. So yeah, this is just a little tip to be careful when you're shopping on Depop to not accidentally buy things that are new. And then I have Blinkist, which they've also sponsored a previous video of mine. I love this app so much. It basically takes every educational book that there is and they kind of smush all the information up into a 7-minute audio recording that you get to listen to. And this app has helped me learn so much about various different topics. These are just some of the books that I've listened to on Blinkist. Okay, then the other one is the YouTube app, which obviously you probably have already heard of that since you're watching this video on YouTube, but I would just like to recommend some of my favorite channels that I've been watching lately that are fun to watch and help me forget all my problems. So Damon Dominique is probably my favorite YouTube channel right now. I love his videos, I love his personality, his style, and what I really love about Damon's videos is that he is an incredible editor and filmmaker, so he has a lot of talent and his aesthetic is great. And usually people on YouTube that are like that are very boring, but that's not the case with Damon. Damon has a lot of personality and he's very entertaining to watch. He's very smart, which is also another thing that you don't easily find on YouTube. So yeah, the other channel that I've been binge watching is Makara Tewers. Tewers. I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce it, but I love Makara and I kind of think she's like secretly a genius because once you start watching her DIYs, the costumes that she makes, she's not using patterns, she's just winging it and she's making professionally made costumes and I'm always kind of shook. I'm like, how does she know how to do this? It's very impressive and she does a lot of DIYs with thrifted fabrics, so she's also a #sustainable queen, and we love a sustainable queen on this channel. Oh, and another thing is this is where I keep all my photo editing apps, although I really don't use most of them. The only app that I use is Unfold. Sometimes for Instagram stories when I want to post stuff like my Depop clothes or Etsy clothes, and I use the Unfold filter. It's not a filter, it's like a frame that you can use that kind of makes it a little prettier. Anam is also an app that I sometimes use kind of to make sure that my Instagram feed is slightly coherent, but you know, just by looking at my Instagram feed you can tell that I don't really use it that effectively or that efficiently. And then the other app that I use is VSCO. Obviously, do I really need to show you VSCO? Then on the other page, I have a few other apps. Cam Scanner is a really cool app. I think in the quarantine day 1 video, I showed you my green book that I use. It's a whiteboard notebook where you take notes and then you take a picture with your phone, you save it on the phone, and then you just erase the whole thing and write back on it again. And so I use the Cam Scanner app to, for example, like when I write my scripts for my video, these are just pages on my green book. I took a picture of it and it saves it. And it saves the text and it kind of erases the background. And it's also pretty useful when you're making drawings and you want to turn them into like make the lines of your drawing more prominent, and then the rest of it is white. So yeah, this is a drawing that I made. Oh, Pi, this one over here. So basically cryptocurrency is one of the worst currencies for the environment, and this specific cryptocurrency called Pi is the sustainable alternative to that. I'm not like a cryptocurrency expert, but basically this mines the pies through your phone. Especially now that we're all kind of losing our jobs and we're gonna be broke for the rest of the year. So maybe this is just gonna be helpful, maybe it's not, but either way, if you do want to try this app, you can download it in the App Store and you can use my code Kristen Leo so you can sign up. Also, another app that I've got on my phone is Vestiaire. And Vestiaire is like Depop, only for designer items. So yeah, you can find a lot of things here that are super high quality, in great condition, and it's great also for gifts. And since everything is secondhand, it's a lot more sustainable than buying this stuff new. I've never bought anything from Vestiaire, but I might get like a pair of sunglasses at some point, because oof, the sunglasses I have, most of them are cheap and not ideal for my eyes. Moving on from Vestiaire to Covet. So, okay, this is the only game that I have on my phone. I don't play any other games, and I don't even play it that much. So basically it's a styling game where you kind of fix your character up with different hair and different makeup. This one is locked, so I can't change the skin tone or the makeup, but yeah, you can put different stuff on your character, and then you can put different clothes on them. This is so immature, but like sometimes you're just bored, okay? And this is the game that I play on my phone. Alright, don't judge me. Now, finally, there's the Good On You app. This app is a search engine basically for brands. So you can search any brand you want. Let's put Forever 21, for example. And it shows you the rating of this brand, and it basically breaks down the labor, environment, animal ratings that they've gotten, and it gives you a lot of details. So yeah, I get a lot of questions all the time, like, is this brand ethical? Is this brand ethical? And this app can really help covering a lot of your questions. My only objection with this app is that it's a little bit lenient for my standards. Like, for me, I wouldn't put not good enough on Forever 21. I wouldn't put the 2 dots. I would just put 1 dot, which is just bad, you know? Another brand like Reformation, for example, they've gotten a pretty good score. They've gotten good. There you go. So anything that's from good and up for me is like a yes, sure, buy it if you need it. But anything under good for me is like a if you can, just never shop from there. So yeah, that's pretty much everything on my phone. I hope it gave you some cool ideas for apps that you can use to shop secondhand, or apps that you can use to be more sustainable in general. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and if you can, give me a thumbs up and subscribe, comment below, and I'm gonna see you soon. Bye! Bye!